Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where we are talking about fall trends for 2023 and styling them, of course. What made me want to film this video was that I actually have a very different idea of what is trending right now than most of the fashion websites seem to be having. I looked up the trend reports from Vogue for this year, this fall, and it was so boring. Black coats, white shirts, scarves. I mean, yeah, it's winter. Of course we're going to wear scarves. And yeah, they were wrapped around more, but basically it was the same thing. Something about winter florals. I mean, floral print is pretty much always in. Yeah, it's usually more associated with spring, but I just didn't see the revolution. Where I do see revolution is with people I follow on YouTube. So I follow Steal the Spotlight, for instance, who takes inspiration from all types of fashion all across the world, combines them into her own little creative thing. Lots of maximalism, lots of mismatch, lots of oversized, too tight-fitting clothes, experimenting with fashion, and I'm missing that in the trend reports. The only thing that I did see that was mildly interesting to me was the Rebel Fashion tag, which was mainly Vivienne Westwood, which is worldwide an inspiration. And I did like it, but I categorized it a little bit differently for this video. So maybe the trends that I will be talking about today aren't that much more revolutionary according to you. Maybe you find them boring already. Maybe they are old news for you, but they are still pretty new to me and I felt like styling them, and basically I do see them all around me. Oh, real quick, subscribe if you like fashion and makeup content, because I do a lot of that over here. So I think a really fun one that I learned about quite recently is the colonial harlot, which basically means that you dress like someone in the colonial era, like 18th, early 19th century, except you do it a little bit provocatively for the time. So right now it would be quite covered up, but back then it would be more scandalous. And I kind of like this concept. It's pretty far away from what I usually wear, but I think I own enough pieces to recreate it. So let's assemble some things. So I thought about these two items at first, which is a maxi white skirt and a denim gilet. Let's try those on. So this is the base for the outfit. It's pretty covered up for modern standards, but really not that much for 18th century. So I have my long white skirt. I put on this blouse and I specifically left the back ribbons loose so it would fall off my shoulder. And now I'm going to add the denim gilet. I already feel quite warm in this, so I think this will be a proper fall winter outfit. So I'm going to pull the sleeves all the way down, and then I have exposed shoulders. And I already put one on, but I'm thinking these shoes would be perfect. These are from Guess. They're one of my favorite winter boots, and I think they match the theme. Of course, this thing needs to be tucked in. So let me put this on. So this would be the full outfit, and you definitely need to pull the shoulders down to get the full effect. But then I think these loose strands and the open back definitely give it that colonial harlot feel. And I kind of like the outfit as a whole. So what do we think of this one? Like I said, it's not really my style, but I do feel kind of sexy in this, so maybe it's working. Of course, wearing this much makeup alone would make me a harlot in that time period, but I can live with this full look. Okay, so that was fun and all, but for the next look, I want to go back to my Japanese roots, because I recently discovered that there has been a style going on in Japan and in the world that's called Tenshi Kaiwai, which means angel neighborhood. And it's basically a very cozy athletic type of style, but with mainly or really only white and light blue. And the funny thing is, for about 2 years now, I've really been collecting these types of light blue and also white clothing because I think they're beautiful colors and they look beautiful with my light blonde hair. I've really been gravitating towards them. So when I found out about this style, as well as the comfortability of it, I thought I'd had to get on that train. But I haven't tried a full outfit in the style yet. I'm not even sure if I have all the pieces, but we're going to see where we get. So I'm thinking, I'll show you pictures of course of my inspiration, but I'm thinking that blue sweater over there, as well as some white shorts, and then maybe some white sneakers and leg warmers. I'll assemble some things and then I'll talk you through it. So this one was a little bit tricky. I thought I had all the pieces like collected in the right colors, but finding the right silhouettes with the right details was more tricky than I thought. So these shorts are perfect, I think. So are the shoes. These are my vegan buffaloes, my sneakers with the big soles. I think they're very fitting for the style. But then I already ran into some issues because the leg warmers that I have, they are white, but they're very narrow and very short. Preferably, I would have had ones that were longer and very wide at the bottom so they'd go over the shoe and create more of that silhouette. So yeah, that's on my wish list. Then I do like this color. This is my bodysuit. I like this color blue, but then I would have liked the sweater to be a little bit lighter as well. And it needs some sort of sweet angelic detail, right? It needs some wings or some ruffles or some clouds, just anything like that. I did actually do my makeup for this look specifically. I used the Multichrome by Tara Moons and then some shimmer in the inner corners, and I think that's very fitting. And I also kind of like my hairstyle with this, the bun with the little bangs. I mean, that's all fine. I mean, 2 buns would be even better. I lack the cute accessories to nail this style. Oh, and also I'd like to mention that I am currently in my room in Antwerp. I don't have my full wardrobe. I just picked and chose some pieces from my wardrobe in the Netherlands to take with me, and therefore I'm very limited with my options. So I think that I didn't do that bad, but I really want to delve into this style. So if you have some tips for me, maybe I'll just DIY something. Anyway, that was a fun little experiment. Now I want to go to something that isn't necessarily like an aesthetic or a core or something like that, but it is something that I've seen trending a lot over on TikTok and on YouTube, which is the skirt over pants situation. I've even seen popular brands that make workout wear design leggings with little skirts on top, like Bloggy Lattes, something like that. The videos were actually already a year old, but I still think it counts. And I've seen lots of TikToks where people say something like how to style it in a way that doesn't look ugly, but I've seen people on YouTube address the fact that it needs to be a little bit ugly to make sense. It's also very Y2K, and that's also still quite popular, I believe. I haven't included it in this list, but I think the inspiration is still very much there. So I picked a couple of pieces that I think are going to work really well together. So the pants situation that I've chosen is this pair of jeans, I mean. They're just regular dark denim flared jeans. They're really not my preferred style, but they're a little bit stretchy, so I still fit into them even though they're 5 years old, and I've definitely gained some weight since then. Anyway, let's not talk about that. The fact is, or the situation is, that they are a little bit flared on the bottom, but not too much. And I think they're very similar to a pair of flared leggings in that respect. So they're very fitted at the top, so I think they'll lend themselves for something like a skirt on top. And then as a skirt, I actually chose a dress. I haven't worn this in a while, so I figured I'd bring new life into this. This is a little summer dress from H&M. It's just a strappy green dress, but I think paired with the jeans and some cute accessories, it might look very modern day Forest Fairy type of vibes, like Forest Fairy that is forced to live in a city, something like that. Maybe I'm stretching it, but let me pull this together with some accessories and we'll see. So let's talk a little bit what I did for this one. So I paired this dress with the jeans and I kind of like the silhouette, I'm not gonna lie. And then I decided to put on these fuzzy snow boots with it, which really makes the silhouette even better. And it also scrunches up the jeans a little bit so they become a little bit more triangularly shaped. I unfortunately found that my dress was a little bit too long. It would have been better if it was a little bit too short. So the jeans would actually seem a little bit more logical as a choice. But I do like the color combination and I do like the silhouette. But then it is a winter or at least a fall look. And this is definitely not warm enough for fall here in the, well, now in Belgium, but in the Netherlands. So I thought maybe I could pull out my trusty Kenzo slash ex H&M arm warmers, which sort of give that same rural, wild type of vibe. I don't think the colors match perfectly, but I do kind of like it. But then the up part felt a little bit bare. So I decided to put on this brown beanie, which I think matches perfectly. Now, would I wear this alone? Probably not, because this is still quite cold. I would probably wear something like a jacket or something, maybe a short sleeve button up over top of this. I don't currently have any of those here, but that would be really cute. But I do kind of like this look overall. And also don't mind the fact that one of my shoes isn't all the way on. These are like super hard to get all the way over your heel because there's no zipper. So I just left them. And also, what do we think about the beanie with my new haircut? It's kind of cool, right? Of course, I need to put it on properly, but I kind of like it. So yeah, that's it for, it's hot in here, for another look. And while I still have these sleeves on me, I figured I'd style them another way, because doing this look reminded me of something else that I put on my list of things that I've seen a lot, which is maximalism, just in general. I've seen it a lot thrown around when talking about Gen Z, but I feel like it's a trend in general that people, they want to look like cartoon characters. They want to look colorful again. They want to play with silhouettes. They don't care if it's not flattering. Maximalist also in a literal sense where it's really oversized. So I figured we could do a fun look with that. So I'm going to keep these on. And then if I'm looking at my little rack over here, I'm thinking maybe we could throw in another buzzword that we've heard a lot this fall, which is the color red, which is not on the Vogue trend list at all, but I think it should be because it's also a trend in mainstream brands. But yeah, I have these red ballet flats and I'm already wearing red arm warmers. So let's do a red maximalist, maybe oversized look. Okay, I think I'm having a little bit too much fun with this one. So let's peel back one layer. So what I did is these things, I really need to cut them out. I decided to go heavy with the color clashing and wear this pastel, well, pretty bright shirt with the red accents. Of course, I put red socks in my red ballet flats, so they sort of look like red ankle boots. The piece to ground it all was supposed to be this green skirt, but then I thought it was a little shapeless. So I figured I'd pull out the denim gilet again, and I think that actually kind of works. I'm not completely sure about the sleeves anymore. Maybe those need to go. But I figured I'd keep on layering. So I also added this necklace, which I think matches perfectly with the shirt. And then I felt again that something was missing on my head, which is not a feeling I usually get, but it is a feeling you get when you try to maximize your look. So I figured I'd pull out my Pikachu hat. And funnily enough, I think the Pikachu hat does really match the arm warmers and the leg/skirt combination. Maximalism is a really fun trend, but it's tricky. You have to pick and choose what you're going to clash. So in my case, I think I should have either gone with a jewel toned color palette or with a more pastel bright one, but not combine those two because there's already so much happening. So I'm not really sure if this one was a success, but it is a lot of fun. And I don't know why, but that kind of works. And I think a way for me to wear this a little bit more casually is to ditch the arm warmers and the necklace and the shirt as well, and wear something like this underneath. Just a rib knit black one with a white trim. I think it will match a little bit better. Of course, different eyeshadow would also help. Maybe a red lip. And I know we're getting a little bit away from the maximalist side at this point, but that's how I would personally wear something so bright like red. So for the last look, what did I have on my trend list? Well, I kind of grouped a lot of them together in this last one, but I definitely also had Mary Jane's on there, which I actually have a pair of now. They're over there. So I think I'll do a look with those. And the scarf. And maybe some other things. Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. The next look is going to be Bloquette. I completely forgot about this one, but it's actually one of my favorites because I really like the comfort factor of it, as was also the case with the Tenshi Kaiwai clothing. I really like short men's basketball shorts. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from. Well, it came from Bloquette. It came from liking Bloquette, but I don't know why I'm so obsessed with them now, but I own a couple of pairs. But my favorite ones I haven't worn yet in this video, and I think they'll match with the Mary Jane, so I'll do that. So I'm back. This is what I came up with. So I grabbed this corset top from Gina Tricot. That is actually still on probation. It still has the tags on it because it doesn't quite reach up here. But I'm going to see if a different bra makes any difference because it does fit really well otherwise. And then I paired it with my favorite basketball shorts, which I thrifted a couple of months ago and which I've been wearing pretty much daily, along with some other shorts. So I figured they'd make a nice combination. But what I didn't realize was that it looked super flattering and super cute together. So I thought I'd pair the Mary Janes with them, with some frilly socks, because I feel like that's just a classic combination. And then adding the basketball shorts makes it a little bit more interesting. But then of course, I was very bare up top and it is fall. And of course I wanted to bring in one more sports element. So I chose between my two light jackets that I have here at the moment. And this one won because I think this is the most bloke type of jacket that I have. And I actually think it's a perfect color accent with this outfit, and it also matches my eyeshadow. Needless to say, this was my favorite outfit by far. I felt so cute in it, and while I'm still wearing it, I feel so cute in it. I really liked all of the things together, and I think I will build on that outfit formula in the future when I'm trying to make my Bloquette outfits, because I don't really have any varsity t-shirts or football t-shirts or anything like that. And that's really the easiest way to make a Bloquette look. So I have to be a little bit more creative, and I think this is definitely doing it. But I'm not 100% sure about this corset yet. I think it's a little bit too, maybe it's a little bit too small for me. I just don't know. Let me know what you think about it. So yeah, now we've done 4 pretty fun outfit trends for fall 2023. Which one was your favorite? Which one will you be trying? Should I do a part 2 of this? Because there's definitely some things on that rack that we haven't even covered yet. For instance, the skater skirt from 2014. We haven't touched that one yet, but maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. So yeah, let me know if you want a part 2. Let me know if you want to know what I will be wearing this fall, because this will probably be in it. And yeah, I have some other fun content planned as well. So subscribe if you did like this video. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one.